Lines in this one.
Game flows through him. If he's
We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They come out here in the I. How about this for starting field position on your first drive? First and goal. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Vic on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. Second and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call. If you don't
like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Just an unbelievable start, less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll run on first down. Dickerson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he coughed it up. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And able to find John Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And they give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On second down and 4, Jackson, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Jackson to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Vick got an open man. It's Devin Hester. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. There's Michael Vick eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. This is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flushed out right. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 39 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
45. Mike, 45. That's it.
Vic goes play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vic. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Throwing, Vick, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He's got the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 43 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antoine Randall there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Matt Blunt. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Third and long for Vick. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Vick. 20. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw is Jackson, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'm going back to you.
First down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the ready. Line's 50. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he finds McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact. Yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this time they'll throw it with Vick. Caught here by Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Vick, that's complete to Randall L. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antoine Randall L., 26 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randy Moss, 61 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You ready? You ready?
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Bring it. That's it. 950, 950.
Vic now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Vic. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now here's Vic. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. Gronkowski the intended target. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those 2 teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that.
And now look at him go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antoine Randall, 82 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. No, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for six.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got Gordon open, completes it. The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, Jackson, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn it
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the pass.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gordon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson flushed out right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 18. Stop here, D. That's another Jackson.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Under 10. Under 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 99. Check 99. Hey. He's checking crap.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. This is Bell on the dump off. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he'll go down at the 28.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
17.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check, 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 check.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Vick will look to throw on 1st down, and that'll be incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Vic to throw it. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down. Vic, that's complete. It's Randall L. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Vic now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Vic. Goes underneath for Bell. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Vic. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. He's back to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
That's it. That's it.
Vic to throw on 4th down. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We own it. We own it. Mike Strong. 50. It's a party now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Like the pass. Mark 50.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Cunningham looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third down, Dickerson. That good for 19 and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, it's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Taken down at the 23-yard line.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
Third and long for Vick. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They will indeed go for Vick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by down Night Train Lane. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. The Sanders has got it, complete. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Cunningham. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Cunningham. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Cunningham. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tony Gonzalez there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're...
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, Vick. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devin Hester there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks.